Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's McCluster. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Fires to the tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Monarchs getting set on 1st and 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock. He really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Finds his man enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Well, jet sweep pass. Looking for room at the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own.
Well, it just seems like everything is working.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Getting set for the point after. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. And the Monarchs want to pick up the tempo. They'll run play action. And down he goes back at the 3.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone and I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. He can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Escapes trouble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, recently, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that third down.
And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Little touch pass to the receiver. Open runway ahead. Finally run out of bounds but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Here on second down. Let's see if they keep it on the ground. Handoff to the single back. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive player.
The expressway is wide open. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And the Monarchs will hustle to the line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that piece open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Using his feet to buy time. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapted. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
He washed up on the guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises, the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
It's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Looking to throw for it. Trying to get to him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, Ben. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got to feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Finds the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That completion delivers a 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Monarchs are in the hurry-up. The run from the shotgun. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Give to the back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. They're testing the right side here. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Colorado is taking on the form of its beloved Ralphie. They are running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Gets it out fast. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. No, he just flat ran over it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Bulldogs are threatening on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they The score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered in.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th, fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Monarchs! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Snap it to the back. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other.
And he's running in the open at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone deep.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, ODU. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We're ready to get another look look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turns it on down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it out. It's McCluster. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hurley.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Going up top on 1st down. And the pass hits, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds. Did it himself. What a interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You've got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. And the 17. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the clock. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. And to get rid of it quickly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Coming after it. Can't connect on his first throw.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Line getting set on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it out quickly. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out! The 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And it's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
One more play to pad the stats. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, going to the air. Gets away. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire